Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Beth Hoyt. If you thought Beth's story was offensive, you should have heard John Ritchie's during the break about the time he killed a rat that was living
it was a mouse
in his apartment. Now, how long have you and your guy been together then?
Years.
Yeah, so it's sort of like a nice romantic thing, and
yeah, except that I'm still trying to win back the dad's.
From that story.
Yeah.
What is it, Dad? Peter or something? I mean, my God, it is rare. Michigan, you'd think he's like, you know. One
Did
of
he go
guys.
to Michigan too? Did you meet him at school?
No, we met here.
Wow.
Oh, that's odd.
Yep.
So the Midwesterners.
Yeah, I guess that is true. We have a
meet
poll.
up.
We met out at Lake Wanamatoba.
Oh, sure. Yeah, near Akanomawak. Yeah. Oh,
That is a great accent for comedy.
I mean,
that
it's
is
just
the greatest
there is
comedy accent.
No way that this accent can be sexy. Like no matter what you're doing, no matter what. Oh yeah.
It
oh,
is
yeah.
true.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah. Artie. What? What's that, Jesse? Artie?
I'm receding like a turtle. No, but well, listen. Like, what's her face in Fargo?
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, perfect.
Yeah.
Margie.
Frances McDormand. Yeah.
Yeah, she was perfect.
I
in
know.
That. You're right. But it's great for comedy, though. It's a good character.
Yeah.
Right. Now, do you do a lot of that in your characters?
Yeah, a little. I do some Wisconsin women. Yeah, I definitely touch on that.
What's your favorite character you do? Do you have one?
I do. Yeah, Tilda Swinton. I do an impression of Tilda Swinton. She's like my spirit animal.
Who does Tilda Swinton? That's
This girl.
amazing.
She's my favorite person. I mean, isn't
She's
she
your
awesome?
spirit animal.
She is.
Do
My
you know who
spirit.
Tilda Swinton is?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know?
She's
some
very
people don't.
androgynous. I
Yeah,
mean,
she looks like David
Well,
Bowie.
is she a
Yeah.
lesbian? I think
No, I'll tell you what.
No, she has two
She's
men.
definitely not. Yeah.
Really?
She has a
She lives
husband.
with two men.
She has a husband. I think. Well, I'm not sure if I've just made this story, but this is a story I tell about Tilda Swinton.
Polysexual.
She lives with her husband and her kids, and her lover lives down the street. Everyone knows about it, so she'll like spend some nights. But she travels everywhere with her lover. He's always with her.
Well, you know who I mix her up with is the redhead from Sex and the City.
Oh, yeah.
Who is a lesbian, who's dating a woman who, I mean, looks like Danny Bonaducci.
Right.
For lack of a better. I mean, yeah, very masculine, yeah.
No, Tilda's masculine because her father was like an army general or something, and so she loved the look of military.
Oh.
So she started when she was young. That's what.
She plays a great character in Michael Clayton, man. She's
She's so good.
really good actor. So you do an impression of her.
I do. Yeah. I mean, it's a little like because every time I see her in an interview, she has some weird answers. I mean, she's an oddball. She's awesome though, and I mean, she just was sleeping in MoMA. Do you know this? She was sleeping in a glass box
In the
as an
museum.
exhibit. Yeah, only 6 days in the calendar year, like randomly. So you don't know when it's going to happen. So I set up a Google alert because I was like, I have to see this.
Me too. I wish I would have known about this.
She still hasn't done. She's only done 3 days.
But
so.
isn't part of you annoyed by that, like self-indulgent, like
No,
get out of the box?
That's the thing with her. Anyone else doing it, yes. But Tilda, she's not doing it at all out of narcissism.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went to go see her. I just watched her for a couple of hours. She has no wrinkles in her face, skin like a baby. I swear to God, she wasn't breathing. It was
So
amazing.
you went there and saw her.
Yeah, she's sleeping, and she doesn't pee all day long. There's no
What
catheter.
happens? Yeah, what about that?
I mean, I think she transports herself.
Can we see the impression?
Maybe it's a hologram.
Well, I cover my face in like white makeup and my eyebrows and my eyelashes, and I have a wig. So I look like, and it's just says strange things, like but why do blueberries have southern accents? We don't know. I don't know.
You know what's great about that is if people don't know who she is, you could just do that as a character.
Oh my gosh,
that
so
could
many.
just be an original character.
I feel kind of bad that I'm ruining the youth that are like my YouTube fans. Are a lot of them say like I don't really know who she is, but I know your character now very well.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
Right. They can't help but laugh at it because
Yeah.
it's a funny character to do.
Yeah, she's the bat. Oh, so that's my favorite thing to do.
That's
I do stand up around the city sometimes as her.
See, to me, original characters are just impressions of people that aren't famous.
Yeah,
That's what
I do that. I mean, I do that too. Yeah.
Because I do impressions of kids I went to school with. And,
Right.
It's like people think, oh, it's an original character. No, it's just my buddy Tony.
Yeah.
If he was famous, you'd think I was an impressionist.
Yeah.
He's not famous, so I'm just brilliant original character.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, it's the people that you know in life, and you.
Yeah, but now what other do you do other impressions?
I do
like,
Gwyneth Paltrow
Boy,
and
you're doing
Claire
all-
Danes.
Let's hear.
Just
Gwyneth
over
Paltrow.
blonde. Gwyneth isn't like. I started doing her because I was told my voice sounds like her, which I don't hear that. It's just
A
low,
little bit.
I think.
A little bit.
I might talk way too fast.
You
But
speak
the
properly.
thing with Gwyneth is just basically it's just like a condescension. It's
Yeah.
like why am I on this show right now?
Exactly.
It's just kind of like a. Is this Can I have without ice, please? Just basically a general unhappiness and condescension.
I get that. If I walk into like a John Varvatos, like one of the gay guys who works there, like they'll do that. Then they'll look at me and they'll go, "Is the cable out?" Or
I have money to spend in here.
right. I don't think anything's gonna fit. Are you shopping for someone or like? Yeah. Do you have a good-looking friend? Do you have a thin, good-looking friend you drug shopping for? Yeah, but that's good. Tilda's when you could see. I am a fan of hers, and you could have done that, and I wouldn't have known it was her. I just thought you were being funny.
I mean, if I had the makeup on, maybe it's hard to mistake what Tilda looks like.
Yeah, well, the makeup helps.
It's like a whippet dog. I love it.
The condescension. People who don't realize they're being condescending. That's a problem. They were not brought up properly. And she's
well, I mean, she kind of wasn't.
Perfect example of that. Yeah.
The thing with her is, I hate her. I think she's great. I mean, she just needs to acknowledge that she's like an extremely privileged person. That's her problem. Is she acts like every woman can follow my advice, and I have it. You know, this is how you should cook, and this is how you should work out. She doesn't realize that it comes with, like, my favorite thing is in her cookbook. One of her ingredients for one of her very intensive recipes. One of the ingredients is cooked broccoli or sautéed broccoli, and it's like, Gwyneth, honey, like someone did that. That's not an ingredient.
Please, Miss Puff. All right, take a break. More Beth Hoyt after that. Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Very, very talented ladies here. Beth Hoyt. Making us laugh, doing unique stuff, unique characters, impressions, and Beth Hoyt again. Say how we can find you on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, at Beth and Show.
Beth and Show.
Like Beth and Show, but Beth.
Beth and
really
Show.
Good.
So now,
really
do you
good.
think you could? Do you think you could go home? Do you think you could ever go back to Wisconsin? Or are you too affected now by New York? You can't do it, right?
I mean, no. No. It's great to visit. I do love it there a lot. More and more I appreciate it. I love visiting, and my sister still lives there, and her kids, and my mom. And so I love visiting. But I just, what's the tough thing about New York too is any other city, the tempo here. I went to Portland and did a show there in the first, after I'd moved 2 years after I'd moved here.
Portland,
I went to
Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. And the first few days, I was like, I have to live here. This city is amazing.
Yeah.
And after a week, I was like, what are we doing?
You're bored. You're bored.
You guys,
exactly. Right. No, New York does that to you. It does. L.A., you got to get used to, too. There's nothing like the pace of New York. It really isn't. I mean, Paris, I must say, I went there once, and that was, I didn't have to work, but that pace was fun and vibrant. London, too. But I don't know if I'd think that way. I don't know. I think London's enough of like New York to where I wouldn't be able to, but New York is special. Are you worried ever that when you go back, you have like a condescension towards your family you're not aware of?
Yeah, but I think I had that though, since like middle school.
You said, listen,
now
guys,
it's just a
one
little
day
bit
I'm getting out of here, guys.
Yeah.
You could step, but are you worried that as a younger or older sister?
Older.
Are you worried that like you have a New York attitude you don't even realize?
I mean, they call me out on stuff, so.
Like what?
Yeah. Oh, if ever I'm like, being very New York. I mean, she'll just very much call me out.
I killed a mouse.
Right. Big time.
I can do Tilda Swinton. I still got to get up in the morning, honey. All right.
Yeah, I get made fun of for like the fact that my job is doing videos from my apartment.
Listen,
for sure.
You know what? Hey, tell it to the Marines, honey. I made it. All right. Well, listen. Come back anytime.
Thanks.
Really?
I will.
What the hell? We need talented people here.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Come back again. What the hell?
We need talented people.
He said, "What the hell?"
And you're condescending. It's great. Perfect.
Lovely. Perfect. I can do that.
Beth Hoyt.
Thanks.
Beth and Show, and we'll be looking for it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Beth Hoyt. Back after that.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.